So I'm back again with another video. I was just up in my room and I was thinking about I was thinking about how crazy it is that we survived this. If you're still here today, like after everything the elites put us through. When I was a kid, like the fact that you're even woke, the fact they're even awake, that you understand all these beings that are in front of us, all of this that is going on is just a miracle. When I was a kid, when I first started going to school, what the hell? My neighbor's probably watching me. So when I was a kid and I started going to school, they diagnosed me with ADHD and they tried to put me on pills. I took them bitches for a long ass time, and for a while the elites were off my back about anything. But then when COVID hit, I stopped taking them pills because I was online. There was no reason for me to take them damn pills. But when I was taking those things, it's just, I can't even think about it. Like, it's horrible. The elites, they stick this stuff like right in front of you. Like ADHD, I'm just gonna tell you flat out, ADHD isn't a real disease. It's not a disease. It's not a sickness. You don't need to take pills for it. And if you are taking pills, I'd recommend you to get off them things. Those things are fucking bad for you. And the fact that you still take them is bad. Just don't take them no more. I stopped taking them like almost 3-4 years ago. Like I said, when this COVID started kicking off, when the awakening started happening. And that's when I started being woke. I was asleep from I started taking them things in 2012. I was in kindergarten. I couldn't sit still. So they diagnosed me with ADHD. They made me shove them shits down my fucking throat. And when I tell you, those things are destroying your body, those things are doing damage to your brain. I took them from 2012 to 2020. What is that? Almost 9 years. 9 years of fucking taking those damn pills. I just can't even fathom that. But then when 2020 hit, when I started to wake up, when I started to change my diet, when I started to go on semen retention, I was taking good care of myself. And I woke up. I was seeing these shadow beings. I was on their radar. I was seeing police. The police every 5 minutes. I see a fucking police car pull up right outside my house. You know what the police used to do? I used to live in a neighborhood. And the police. So we used to have these apartments, different apartment complexes. Different buildings where there were 4 apartments that were connected to each other. And there were a bunch of these houses. And the police, they would only be parked outside certain houses. My mom was going to work one day. She had to leave the house at 6 in the morning. And they told her to get back inside the house because they were chasing someone. That's bullshit. Twice. 3 times that happened 3 times. Just right outside my apartment, right outside a few people's apartment. They were outside the fucking door of some of these people. Why would they need to stand outside your door if they're trying to chase people, if they're trying to catch somebody that is out on the loose? You know how stupid that shit sounds? That is fucking stupid. They were watching me and everybody in that neighborhood. Everybody that was waking up, everybody that was learning this shit. They were watching us. This shit's hard to maintain, but I gotta be honest, I'm glad I do not straighten that anymore. If you go to some of the thumbnails of my old videos, that shit was real. That's not a different person. I actually used to straighten this shit. Look at this shit right here. Oh my gosh. This shit's awesome. This is natural curly hair right here. This shit is your ether. I'm so glad I'm getting back to this YouTube shit. I took a break for like 8 months. Let me tell you something. The real reason why I took a break for like 8 months was because I was kind of concerned. I was concerned for my safety. Things were getting crazy. And I'm gonna try to keep this quiet because but if you're someone like me, if you're somebody that likes to preach this message, if you're somebody that's as enlightened as me, I know things some people don't even know. I know things that fucking 100-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old people don't even know or don't even comprehend. And it puts you on a list. When you know this information, this puts you on a list. Just me telling you this is enlightening you, waking you up. But it also puts you on this list. They got a list. They know people that are enlightened. They track you down as soon as you wake up. As soon as I start to spiritually enlighten, that's when I started seeing those white flashes outside my window. It'd be the middle of the night, and I see that fucking Men in Black light, that white blinding light just flash inside my house. I thought I was going crazy. I thought motherfuckers were taking pictures of me with a fucking disposable camera right outside my window. Little did I know it was probably that fucking TV I had on the wall. It was probably that phone in my hand. These fucking mosquitoes. These fucking ticks are eating me up. I'm just chilling. I'm making a video for you guys. I'm trying to make a video every day. I'm trying to learn stuff every day. I'm trying to spread this knowledge that people need to know. Because this is important. I know most people, I mean, it's including Nico the Soul, he's saying not to give a fuck about these reptilians, none of that. And most of that is true. Nico the Soul said something the other day that blew my fucking mind. When you're in the Matrix, when you're not aware of any of this, when you're not aware of reptilians, aliens, greys, aliens and greys are the same fucking thing. Why did I just say that? Reptilians, all that shit. They don't have any power until you believe in them. And when you believe in them, that's when they get their power. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. That is true on so many levels. But there's still a way. Like, I believe in these motherfuckers, but I just don't think they're gonna do shit. Like, I know they're not gonna touch me. And I don't wanna, like, jinx anything or say some shit, because I could drop dead tomorrow. If I don't make a video after this video, honestly, just assume the worst. If I don't ever make a video again in like a few months, if you don't see me up on this channel in a few weeks or a few months, just assume the worst. Things are getting heated. Things are going crazy. But like I said, you can still, like, you can believe in these motherfuckers. Like, you know that reptilians, greys, all the insectoids, all these motherfuckers exist. But you can, like, as long as you're enlightening yourself, you're trying to raise yourself up, they can't do shit to you. And even if you're low, even if you somehow, I don't know how people do this after they get enlightened, even if you manage to fall back all the way down, and like completely stop believing in anything spiritual, completely not believe in anything, like, I don't even know how that's even possible. After all those things I learned from watching Nico the Soul, from just seeing it myself in my own experience, I don't know how I'll, like, if you manage to fall back down to the way you were when you were asleep, not believe in like, be able to sit here and watch Nico the Soul, fix your life, spiritually enlightened, and then drop back down to a lower level where you're just not even aware, then that just makes you, like, they're not gonna kill you if you're at a high vibration, because you have control over them. And they can't kill you. They don't want to kill you if you're at a low vibration. If you're at a super duper low vibration, they'll just pass you off as, like, when you learn about this spiritual shit, and then if you're somebody that just like, oh, I don't care about, you just stop giving a fuck. You just don't care. You don't believe in it anymore. You lose your belief somehow. They just don't care. They're not gonna kill your ass because they think you're not a problem anymore. You're on the lowest radar. I'll be hearing shit right behind me. Got me fucked up. I'm telling you, they are watching me while I'm making this fucking video right now. The best I can tell you is just take care of yourself. Try to get stronger every day somehow. You know the ways, I've told you the ways. Meditate, semen retention, drink lots of lemon water, stop eating junk food, or at least cut the junk food. Meat, reduce your consumption of meat. You know, in 2021, Nico the Soul, his viewers, they were going back. It was like the summer, and a lot of his viewers were going back to school. And a lot of people that were watching him, their parents forced them to get that VC. And even my mom, she scheduled an appointment, and I got in a fight with my mom. I said no, I wasn't gonna get that shit. She started throwing my shit in a box. She threatened to kick me out of the house. Almost lost a place to live just because I didn't get that shit. But I'm still living. I'm still here. I still ain't get that shit. That stuff is poisoning you. Corona's over. If they're trying to come up with any excuse for you to get that shit, just like get out of that. Like, it doesn't really apply now, because something shifted. The energy in the atmosphere is just completely different from what it was 2 years ago. I mean, heck, I used to pick, like, this same phone. When I got this fucking phone, this is an iPhone 12 mini. When I first got this shit, the first time I picked it up and plugged it in and started using that, I got a fucking bloody nose. And now, like, I used to not even be able to keep this shit in my room. And now I can sit it in my room. I don't feel nothing from it right now. Even while I'm making this video, I can hold this shit. It doesn't hurt me. But I know damn well, if I were to cleanse myself, drink lots of lemon water, diet, all fruits and vegetables, stay away from this fucking phone, I know damn well that would start happening to me again. My body would be leveling up. I'd be getting stronger. But still, these phones, they do cause damage. I don't even know how. People like you, people like me, we have immunity from this shit. But if we were to go spiritual, if we were to go clean ourselves out from all the shit we've been eating, all the shit we've been doing, trust me, you'd feel the shit you feel the phone in your hand. I would hold the phone in my hand and I would feel disgusted. I'd feel the radiation from that phone. Even when the fucking phone was off, I feel that shit. Actually, not when the phone was off. I gotta be honest. If you turn the, like, it would be better just to leave the battery, like, dead completely. But if you turn the phone off, it would work too, but you can still feel that shit inside the phone. You can still feel some sense of power inside the phone. I was thinking about the future. And I was thinking about how much of this do we even have left. And then it got me thinking, like I said, this is a choice. Like, if every single one of us, all the Nico the Soul fans, all the people that watch my channel, all the people that are spiritual were to get out in the streets and start causing chaos. Like, Nico the Soul said that they are coming down here right now. Our guardians, angels, everyone's coming down here. And most of that is true. They're all coming down here. Some people can even see them in the atmosphere. Some people can even see the uncloaked spaceships in the atmosphere, and the firmament start to lift. But the firmament's been lifted for a long ass time. I think they're still up there. And I think they're waiting for us to do something. I think they're here to help us. And I know they're here to help us, but I don't think they're gonna do anything until we get our shit together. Most people are still not doing anything. Most people are still... How do I explain this the best I can? Most people are still doing bad habits. Nobody's trying to enlighten themselves. Nobody's trying to help others. Nobody's being kind to others. Nobody's trying to attack the system. I can bet you that if everybody came together, 1,000, it doesn't even take it takes like 1,000 or so people. 1,000 people, you could raid the fucking government. You could go up to march up to the White House tomorrow with 1,000 people and take that bitch over. But with 1,000 people, I bet that if we all like got in our spiritual shit, all try to enlighten ourselves together, all try to attack the system individually, I bet you we'd be seeing more of this shit start to collapse. Just like that. That shit would be gone. And if all of us start to wake up, we start to enlighten other people around us, we're done. We are done. That's how they know they're gonna come down here and help us. Because they see us trying to get out of here. They see us. They're gonna help us. Why wouldn't they? We're attacking this system. That would be the sign to get ready for war. And we're already at war right now, but it's going on underneath our noses. Some people can't even see the war that's going on. Some people are not even aware of the war. Like I said, it's ignorance is bliss, but once this shit starts kicking off and people start going crazy, we're gonna start seeing this shit become more physical. And we're gonna see more rioting, we're gonna see more shit going on out in the streets. We're gonna see a lot of things happening. We're gonna see, like, shit, people are gonna, famous world leaders are gonna, like, start to disappear. They're gonna go back, crawling back to their bunkers somewhere. They're gonna be hiding. Some of them might even drop. I can't believe I just dropped all that information in, like, 19 minutes. It feels like damn near I've been talking for, like, 20... That was so fucking stupid. I was just about to say, it feels like I've been talking for damn near 20 minutes. Even though I have been talking for damn near fucking 20 minutes. It just feels like I've been... Like, time's a spell. That's the thing you gotta know. Time is a spell. Like, shit, 2021 was just a few fucking months ago. I remember the summer of 2021, like... That shit was not no 2-3 years ago. As much as you want to tell me, oh, so long ago. Oh my gosh, such a long time ago. Get the fuck out of here. It wasn't a long time ago. It was literally a few months ago. Time is nothing. You choose to believe in time. There's still a time spell. But if you choose to ignore that shit won't even affect you. You could live through entire days and it'll feel like hours to you. That's how my days feel. I could go through a whole week and it feels like shit. That was only a couple of hours. I don't even know what day it is today. I think it's like Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's Monday right now. It was Sunday. Best thing I can preach for y'all to do is get the fuck off social media. I mean, I use YouTube, but I use it to enlighten myself. If you're like if you're not using social media to help yourself enlighten, if you're not learning anything about this awakening through social media, just get rid of that shit. Because even if you are awake, it's gonna reprogram your brain that, oh, everything's fine, everything's alright. Just delete Instagram. Get the fuck off TikTok. TikTok's a trap. I'm just gonna start that. TikTok is a thirst trap. TikTok is just... You ever on social media? It can be TikTok, YouTube, Insta. Who gives a fuck? And you just come across like a video that's fucking stupid. You watch something that's... And then you swipe away or you click off that shit. Like, why the fuck did I just watch that shit? I just wasted 30 minutes watching a fucking stupid ass video. I know you be feeling like that. I know you go on YouTube, TikTok, or Snapchat and you're like, why the fuck did I just watch that shit? Why? What did I get from watching fuck knows what? I didn't get no enlightenment. I feel stupider. What the fuck? What did I just waste 20 minutes watching this shit for? I know that's what your ass be doing. Your ass be watching sports, you be watching... I don't know what the fuck you people watch. TikTok dance. I don't even know. That's just like how far I'm gone from this shit. I don't even understand what most people around me watch. I go around and ask people what they watch on YouTube. They're like, oh, I like to watch video games. I like to watch... Get the fuck out of here. Man. What the hell? What are you watching all that shit for on YouTube? I mean, I get it. I like to watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube. But I choose to watch that shit. If I want to watch a movie review, if I want to watch some enlightenment shit, I choose to do that. I don't just swipe through TikTok looking for random shit like most of y'all do. And I have to talk about the music. The music you listen to is bad. You'll need to be careful what kind of music you be listening to. Some of that music is some evil shit. I know you're sitting there, you're listening to whoever. If you put that shit in reverse with some of those songs, if you put those songs in reverse, they got the hidden messages in them. Those songs say the... You think you're just listening to some music. You're listening to a whole spell. You're listening to a whole, like, evil prayer. You're listening to the most heinous, most evil shit. You're like, no, I'm listening to some gangbang music. I'm listening to some rap music. That shit's evil. And you listening to that, oh my gosh, you're listening to that like more than once. That's like a whole cult right there. That's like a whole shit. I mean, I still listen to music. I listen to all the shit that I be like listening to. I'm still trying to get back to the happy place. I learned recently, and I was talking about this in my other videos, that happiness is a mental state. You choose to be happy. No matter what you go through, no matter what trials or tribulations you go through, you have to choose to be happy. It's like 2 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is. I ain't gonna go check. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Almost, it's probably 2. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? I'm just chilling. Things are getting crazy. I know things may not feel like they're getting crazy. You're probably going to school right now, doing the same shit you've been doing for the last couple of years. You're probably going to work. You're probably sitting at home no matter what you're doing. Things don't feel any different. You're probably going outside. You're probably being around people. Things don't feel different, but I'm telling you, things, as much as you do not want to believe it, and this is what I thought too. This is why I fucked up. In 2021, I was going from seeing reptilians, from seeing lights in the sky, loud boom noises. Fuck, I was going crazy to like, I went back to school, and it just completely got me fucked up. I'm like, damn, how is it that 2019 to the beginning of 2020, I was asleep. I wasn't doing shit. There was nothing basically going on. It was the same shit every day. Go to school, go home, go to sleep, go to school, go home, go to sleep, all that shit. And then COVID. And then I'm sitting at home. And I'm being told the most craziest shit ever. I'm being told about reptilians. I'm being taught about semen retention. I'm being taught about how to wake up. I'm being taught how to control your mind. I'm being told... Oh my gosh, I can't even sit here. If I were to sit here right now and make a 1-hour video, that wouldn't even cover the shit that I learned. The shit that I learned is dangerous. Some of it I really want to tell you guys, and I probably will. I'm just worried that it might hurt some people that are watching this. It might get me on the radar. When I start talking about those cults, those groups, I ain't gonna say their name, but you know those groups. The pyramid with one eye. You know what that is. I ain't gonna say the name of that group. The pyramid. You know what the pyramid with the eye in the middle is. I know what the name of it is too, but I don't want to get that little strike down in the bottom of my video. Cause just if I say that shit, I don't even know. Cause my channel is technically considered a conspiracy theorist channel. There are people that are gonna come across this video and be like, this kid's fucking stupid, this kid's crazy. And there are people that are gonna come across this video and know, oh yeah, this is the truth. My beliefs, I believe that everything is possible. I believe that anything could happen in the world. I've seen this spiritual shit. I've seen reptilian. I've seen people like I've seen these white flashes. I've heard these loud booms. I've been trying to they've been trying to kill me. These beings. That's what I've seen. That's what I've experienced, and that's what I'm just preaching to you. I learned about it. I saw it for real, and now I'm just trying to help you all out. I really gotta make a daytime video. I just never have time in the day. There are people in my house at daytime. So I'm like, I gotta watch out. I can't just make a video at daytime without my video being interrupted or something. But trust me, one of these days you're gonna come out, you're gonna click on my channel and you're gonna see a daytime video. You're gonna see me soaking in the sun, you're gonna see me looking clean. Just enjoying the quiet. I know this video is probably getting boring as fuck because I'm being quiet, but just enjoy the quiet. If you can't sit quietly, that just means there's chaos in you, which there's nothing wrong because we're chaotic, like all of us. Some people are more chaotic beings than others, but just enjoy the peace and quiet. If you can't thug it out, just chill. Sit in a quiet room. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also gonna like distract you. You're not gonna have any patience. Patience is key. And that's the one thing I'm gonna sit here and say that's the one thing I realize. Because I don't like being patient, especially when you don't have to be. But also, being patient gives you the opportunity to prepare for whatever's in front of you. When you choose to be patient, to prepare, it gives you the opportunity. I gotta stop doing that shit. I keep cracking my neck. I'm gonna sit up straight. I would just make a video inside the house, but somebody's sleeping in there, so I can't be as loud now as I usually am. I got a whole night to talk. The reason I'm being so quiet, I'm trying to think of something to break down. I could literally talk about anything. I could talk about what could happen. I could talk about my experiences to see how it could help with this. There's one thing I want to let you know, is that the universe is infinite. I know we got people like Nico the Soul saying that time's up and 3D's over, and most of that is true, but do not think that you can't enlighten yourself. I bet you enough that if you work hard enough, if you put in enough effort into yourself, if you're a good person, you will ascend. You don't even have to reincarnate. You could probably live long enough to see this shit pop off. You could rise to a higher frequency. You could, no matter what race you are. Shit, when I was 14, I never told you this, but when I was like 13, 14, I was in this math class when I was in 7th grade. And there was this teacher, she's a goddess. She was working in the school. And I didn't know nothing about spiritual shit. I wasn't even on I was on nothing. I didn't know shit about spirituality. I didn't know shit about shit. And I was sitting there. And I don't know how, but we were telecommunicating with each other. She was telling me that I can't believe you can do this. How can you even do this? How should you? Shit. Oh, fuck. That's a robot. That's something. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. It was like a big ass fucking bug with wings. I've never seen any shit like it. It was an orange fucking flying bug. That was probably I don't know what that shit was. But it distracts me as soon as I try to tell you this. So this teacher, she was like, how are you able to do this? And she wasn't talking to me in person. She was like talking to me through my head. And I was talking to her. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was freaking out. I was like, how is this lady reading all my thoughts? How can I read hers? And she was telling me that, like, this isn't normal. Like, how are you doing stuff like this? Like, you explain that. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know what I am. But I do know what I've been through. The fact that I had a literal goddess teacher tell me that I shouldn't be doing, like, how it's even possible that I'm even communicating with her mentally. And this is how it completely fucked me up, how I completely knew. We were in class, and I was telling her, all right, so if this is all real, make eye contact with me. She was sitting at the corner of the room, and I was sitting at my desk, and we made eye contact for like 30 seconds, just staring right at each other. And we both knew. We were that's really truly when I started to experience this spiritual shit, but I wasn't as enlightened. I was aware about supernatural things going on, but that's what I call it. I never considered this shit anything. I just considered it supernatural, which that shit isn't even real, because it is natural. Telecommunicating, ghost spirits, all that shit is more natural than Instagram, Snapchat. You got your fucking Pornhub. That shit is not natural. Sitting in school, that shit isn't natural. That shit is actually supernatural. I got these things. I picked them at my grandmother's house. I got mint. A whole plant full of mint. Real mint that comes out of the ground. And I be eating this shit. And it just makes me feel good, because this is real. This comes from the earth. It's Earth's real food. It's non-GMO. Oh my gosh. Fuck. I feel amazing from just eating that. Anytime I eat something natural, I ate an apple, I ate some berries from a tree, and that shit, I don't even know what that shit did to me. It did something amazing to me. Woo! Oh my gosh. I gotta recommend you to go pick some mint or something. Oh my gosh. Imagine putting that in my water with some lemon. I cut a lemon, put some mint in my water, and then squirt the lemon in. Got lemon water with mint. That is gonna purify everything in my body. Oh my gosh. So, like, if y'all think I ain't real, you don't think I'm not a real person, how do you explain that whole telecommunicating thing with my teacher before I was even woke? I can't even explain it. And you know the funniest part? After I was doing that back in 2020, 2019, and then when COVID hit, I spent a whole year at home. And then I went back to the old school. Not the old school, but the high school, right? My school was kind of weird. It was like a middle school and a high school, and there was like two high buildings for the high school. I was going to the middle school for 7th grade, and then 8th grade I was completely remote for that whole year. And then when I was at high school, at that high school before I transferred to this one, I saw that lady again. And she was complimenting how much I'd grown as a person. She didn't say it to my face, but we were telecommunicating still. Like, she was still shocked that I was able to do this type of shit. And even I was shocked. best thing I gotta recommend you is get on, like, stop watching adult videos. I'm gonna try to make my next video about this, but I'll tell you as much as I could. Stop watching pornography. I know it can be hard. Believe me, I know. There's somebody that has struggled with this shit since 2020 and is still struggling. I know this shit is not easy at all. But I want you to know, every time you fail, every week you go, every day you go is a chance. Like, it's a chance of success. Like, every time you fail, you learn a lesson. You learn what you did wrong, you learn what you were doing. The worst thing you can do is blame yourself. Do not blame yourself. There's one thing I've learned about failing on semen retention, is that when you blame yourself, it's a pretty cowardly thing to do. Like, nobody made me do that shit. It was me that did that shit. Now I learned, now I can do better next time, though. That's the way I'm trying to think of it. And oh my gosh, those websites, those adult websites, they probably tell you this mostly, like, they try to get you an adult website subscription. They even tell you in, like, the ads for the adult websites, just try to take care of yourself. Drink lots of drink lots of water. Try to stay clean. Try to stay happy. Because I gotta tell you, when you're happy, that's when, like, you're the most untouchable when you're happy. This video is gonna be a banger. I'm gonna go an hour. I'm gonna have some more of that one. But the thing you mostly gotta watch out for is these, not lemon, I said mint. Fuck. The thing you mainly gotta watch out for is these agents. There will be random people when you start to enlighten yourself that'll go up to you, and they'll just be friends with you out of nowhere. Damn, that mint. That shit's low-key making me dizzy. And it kind of tastes hard. It's sour. Kind of tastes... But that's how I know it's cleaning me out, because it's making me dizzy. Like I said, I'm putting this shit in my water. Ow. And being a good person, I gotta recommend being a good person. I gotta tell you, one of the best things that really helped me in life when it came to this awakening was my sophomore year of high school, trying to be a good person. I was helping people. I wasn't hurting people, and people respected me. I was being nice to people. I was saying hi to all my teachers. I knew what they was. I know what they are. But I was still like, oh, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Like, I know what your ass is. You're a robot. Oh my gosh. It still got even serious. I had this teacher, this lady, she told me she was an alien. A bunch of people were like talking about, like, I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about. But she was like, oh yeah, I'm an alien. And everybody in that room was like, ha 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 ha, you're just joking. I'm the only one in that fucking classroom that knew she wasn't joking. She is a fucking alien. She is a fucking gray. Shit. keep hearing so many things. What the fuck? I heard somebody out here. But the best thing I can recommend for y'all is just take care of yourself. I'm out. Y'all take care. I'll be back with the video. Semen retention video tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Oh, and what's it called? Lemon water. Lemon water mint. I'd be wearing the crystals. Look at me. I don't even want to stop the video. You know, fuck it. I'm not even gonna stop the video. Lemon water and crystals. I can recommend rose quartz. That shit protects you. I can recommend any crystal that you get, that you just put your energy inside of, and mostly black crystals. I don't remember what that shit is called. I think some crystals are like obsidian or something like. I don't know what that shit is called, but black crystals. That shit is gonna protect you. I wore that shit. I didn't wear it, but I kept that shit in my pocket every year for not every year, for like my freshman year. And I gotta admit, it didn't really do nothing for me. But that's just because I was negative. I was a negative being. And I wasn't helping myself out by being even more negative and being such a dark person. I'm so glad I made this channel. If it wasn't for this channel, I don't even know where I could be right now. I mean, heck, I'd probably still be enlightening right now, but even if I didn't have this channel. But there's just so much going on that I need to tell you. You all need to know this. Like I said, the real reason I decided to make this channel is because I've been seeing these content creators start to disappear. Nico the Soul, he's not uploading no more. Like, don't be surprised. Like, I don't want to say anything, but don't be surprised if one of these days, like, his whole channel, like, he just stops uploading. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months goes by. There's not a single video, and then they just all go. I have them bitches backed up. I have all of Nico the Soul's videos backed up. Even from that Truth Before Death channel, I have all of them saved. If his channel decides to go dead one of these days, you can bet your ass I'm gonna make another YouTube account, and I'm gonna call it the Nico the Soul Fan channel, and I'm gonna upload all of those videos back. Because he's telling the truth. He's doing this better than me. He's telling the facts and the truth, the things that people need to hear right now. And he's doing way better than any other content creator. He's the only one that's like, he says whatever the fuck he wants. And that's exactly what we need. People that ain't scared to say no shit. But even if Nico the Soul doesn't disappear, thank God. I mean, thank I just said, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I ain't a bad person. I know I just said thank God, but you know what I mean by that. If you watch Nico the Soul's videos, you know what I mean. If you watch his older videos from 2021, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna talk about nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But you all know what I mean. Because I know some of y'all are gonna hate on me. Some of y'all are probably gonna get my channel blocked. But still, I ain't gonna say nothing. It's so peaceful out here. I gotta admit, one of the things that you can respect about nighttime is that it's always gonna be peaceful at nighttime. If you go out in the day, you're gonna always be seeing somebody being loud, somebody bugging you. Even if nobody's just bugging you. Let me tell you what I used to do. When I'm my freshman year of school, I used to skip class all the time and I go outside. And I kid you not, a motherfucker with like 2 people brought this big ass speaker to the football field where I was chilling. I was sun gazing, I was trying to get some sun. and they started playing that loud ass, fucking trashy ass music. And they did that for like 5 minutes, and then when they saw that I was not phased, they went right the fuck back inside. They got their bitch asses inside. They stopped fucking with me. What the fuck? Hold on. That person. Somebody be fucking watching me in that window, I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck though. I'm out here trying to make a video. I'm trying to enlighten you. But I'm telling you, when you ignore these motherfuckers, they don't phase you. They can't do shit to you because you become invincible. When you do not acknowledge their existence, they know that they can't hurt you no more. You know how many obstacles these agents, these elites have thrown at me, and I've just said fuck them completely. Like, I'm 17. They no longer own me. If I were to stop going to school, I don't even have to. If I don't even go back in August, they can't send my ass to court. I ain't fucked by these elites no more. If I was like 16, 15, then I was like, oh, I gotta admit, when I was like 16, 15, it felt like hell. I'd be like, fuck, I have to go to school. I'm owned. I'm property to these motherfuckers. And so is everybody else. I feel bad for mainly everybody else. Nobody just gives a fuck. Nobody's awake in school. Don't even try to tell me. I've never met an awake person in school. I'd be going to school and everybody's like, you see, you want to smoke later? Fucking dumb shit. Did you see that new movie that just came out? Did you pass the test? I swear, that was probably the thing that fucked me up the most. I went from hearing spiritual shit every day, listening to the craziest shit, enlightening myself, learning something, to like going, like, bitch, you know the world's end. You know there's crazy shit going on in the world, right? You're talking to me about fucking test exams, and we could literally be dead soon. What the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? And they all thought I never tried to like preach any spiritual shit in my school, but they all thought I was fucking crazy. They're like, damn, you're not doing the homework? Why aren't you doing your work? They all thought I was probably crazy. I was the only kid, like, I didn't show up to school with a phone my freshman year. That was the only mother. Like, they probably thought I was crazy. I was the only person not, like, I was going to school. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't doing shit of work. Like, damn, how is it this motherfucker he doesn't use his phone? I don't even know if he has a phone, but he still fell in my class. I'm just like that. I ain't here for no reason. I'm just like, why the fuck am I here? I'm owned. I'm property. Why do you think I'm here? Why the fuck did you... That's what I was thinking when I was like 16, 15. But now that I'm 17, I was so happy with my 17th birthday. I was like, shit. The day I turned 17, I'm like, look, I ain't gonna drop out. Because in case like this shit doesn't pop off within the next couple of years, that will be some literal collateral damage. Like, if I need to make some money or something, I ain't gonna... Like, you just need a plan B. You need a plan B. Don't completely drop your shit and just say, oh, fuck this, fuck the Matrix, just drop out of school. Next thing you know, you out in the streets, and then this shit is going on, and people are dying right in front of you. So just, like, don't do that shit. Like, I ain't gonna say do no illegal shit, but try to stack your bread. Try to just still enlighten yourself. Do something you like. Do something you enjoy that takes less effort and less time on you. That you can still pay your rent, help feed your family if you got one. If you're watching me, I'm pretty sure you ain't got no kids. If you're watching me, you're probably like my age. But just take care of yourself. This video damn near gonna go an hour 56 minutes. Just wait till you see that semen retention video I'm gonna come out with tomorrow. That shit's gonna blow all your minds. There's one thing that I noticed. My semen retention videos, they're the only things that actually get views. That's the only thing that people like actually give a shit about. That just proves people are still programmed. I mean, it's not really people still being programmed, because that's the first step to awakening. Like, one of the things I've noticed is that when you lose yourself, when you're not practicing celibacy, you're not doing any of that, you start to like believe in spirituality less. You're starting to connect to this shit less. Like I said, when I went on this shit, that's when I started seeing these reptilians. That's when I was starting to be hunted. That's when I was starting to see white flashes. I was like, I know this shit's real now, because I'm seeing it right in front of me, and I'm feeling the energy with the plane become heavier and heavier and heavier, and I'm feeling myself become stronger mentally, physically from this. And that's how I knew that this shit was going on. Most that I can practice right now is like taking care of yourself. Like taking care of yourself, dialing down on the meat. If canceling, like not consuming any meat is good for you. Stop looking at pornography. Stop doing bad stuff. Try to be holy. Try to be a good child. Try to be a good person. Help people. Don't be evil. Don't be bad. Don't be bad. The thing I define as bad is like hurting people, being rude to people, putting people down, acting like you're above people. That's putting people down. That's bad. But if you're trying to like help people, you're trying to spread this knowledge, you're trying to be a good person, you're trying to take care of yourself, you're trying to love yourself and love others and respect others. I ain't saying you gotta get along with these reptilians, because they're the ones that have been fucking us up for a long time. But you can still respect them and be nice to them. There's still nothing wrong with that. You get, like, it doesn't hurt you. It's not gonna kill you doing that shit. Even if it's just a hi reptilian, hi gray, hi alien, hi insectoid. I know your ass is an insectoid, and I know you're the one that's been like fucking killing people, killing all of us, putting all of us on the ground, locking us all up in schools, locking us all up in the Matrix. But still, I'm gonna be nice to you, and I don't care. It doesn't hurt me to be nice to you. I feel better about myself being nice to you. That's just me breezing through it. I cannot believe this video. I remember that first video I made with me in the red hoodie. I was able to make, I don't know how I did that 1 hour video. That was at school. And I was just unleashing my anger out about this system all over this camera. Like, they completely fucked me up. Especially back then. And that was just me, like, I was in my ego. I was angry. I wasn't doing no light work. I just wanted to hurt these motherfuckers. And now I just don't want anything to do with them. Like, don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. If you're evil, you don't want to help me, I won't, like... Okay, I understand that, but just don't play games with me. Alright, this video's been damn near going for an hour. I'm gonna go inside the house, watch some Nico the Soul, try to gain some more knowledge to come back tomorrow and tell you guys this shit. Y'all take care, be safe. Peace out.